He earned some leeway.
Yeah.
Well, you ready to just hand him the job now?
No,
he's your franchise quarterback. He did
well.
He played.
He outplayed Patrick Mahomes.
He did. That is true.
Head down to Dallas, where Mac Jones lit up the scoreboard for the wrong team. Fumble for a touchdown, strip sack there, and then a solid pass here to Bland. This one went to the house as well. On the day, 150 yards, 2 interceptions, and the most lopsided loss of Belichick's career. Here's Mac Jones.
I put a lot into it, and I feel really bad. Let my team down, let the coaches down, the whole organization, everybody, the fans. So we got a great fan base, and I got to put a better product out there to beat good teams. So I'm going to take the positive route the best I can, and hopefully it brings the best out of me.
Wilds, you got to go first, man. Are you done with Mac?
Not at all.
Why?
Not in the least bit.
You tweeted like you were.
What?
Because I threw in a towel. I threw in the towel because I loved him. And I saw my fighter getting beat up in there. I said, let's get him out of there. Let's get some zappy time. But maybe you guys are the type of person that when your friend calls you from the side of the road, flat tire, hey, can you come help me out? Maybe you say, no, I prefer my cars to have no flat tires. Maybe you guys are the type of guys, friend in the hospital. Let me send some flowers. Let me send you a car with $20 in it. You won't show up because you're only there for the good times. OKW is here for the whole thing, man. The whole spectrum, the good and the bad, from the grittying in the Pro Bowl to what we just saw yesterday. And here's the thing. I have one piece of video evidence, and it was bad. I get it. Everybody knows it was a bad game. This is when I decided, you know what, Mac Jones, you need somebody. This is in the second quarter. Mac Jones, that is not a great pass. And then stop it. Look at Mac Jones right there, bro. You want me to give up on that guy? That's not who Mac Jones needs to be. Mac Jones, I need the dirty dog back. I need you cheap shotting guys, maybe hitting guys where the sun doesn't shine. I need a little bit of the bad boy to come back. Because when you're sitting there with your head down, no confidence, throwing muffins to the other team, that's not going to work. We need a win streak desperately starting next week against the Saints. But I am not abandoning Mac Jones, although I did have a moment of weakness.
Yeah, bro. That wasn't a moment of weakness. That was your first moment.
Sire.
That say you're ready to quit him.
And
then you go right back. You have moments, what is called moments of clarity.
Sure.
And then all of a sudden, you wake up the next morning and decide you're going to get right back on that horse.
People went too far.
You have
People went too far in the criticism.
Wilds.
Really?
Wilds.
It's a bad game.
Wilds.
It was.
Wilds.
That's for sure.
It's not your fault.
True.
It's not your fault.
Okay.
And what you're about to do, it's one thing, Wilds, for you to go on TV and have like wacky Super Bowl picks.
Yeah.
That's part of your character.
Sure.
But your opinion on the Patriots, people take seriously.
I'm serious.
And you're about to throw your whole career away. And maybe any loyalty to Bill Belichick. And
he's doing a great job.
See,
he's doing a fantastic job, isn't he?
Wow. In service of this guy. Wild, you got to stop. It's not good for you.
Well, what's my other option,
Bailey
bro?
Zappi needs a friend too. He his friend.
Bailey Zappi's not the answer.
Brew, can I ask you a question?
He's not.
Other than Desmond Ridder and Kenny Pickett, is there any team in the league that if the Patriots called them and said, we'll trade you Mac for your quarterback straight up, they would say yes?
I'll trade him for you.
Is there? See, that's what I'm saying. You're lashing out. Brew, honestly, right now today, if the Patriots called the Cardinals and said Mac Jones for Dobbs.
Not right now.
If right now today, after these
well.
2 games we just saw, they called and said, hey, Mac Jones for Justin Fields. The Bears say no.
Justin Fields put some good tape
honestly,
out.
Wilds thought I was taking a cheap shot. Riding off the sugar high of last night, if the Patriots called the Jets and said Mac Jones for Zach Wilson, what do they say?
I think that I do think the Jets would do.
Maybe.
I think the Jets would do.
Wilds.
I will make a decision. I'll say something real. It was the 3rd worst passer rating of his career.
Mm-hmm.
We are now 1-3.
Yeah.
I will still be a Chiefs fan, but I'm not abandoning Mac Jones.
Oh.
Nice try.
Nice try. It's not happening.
right.
Hit
Well,
the lights. The Mac Jones party goes on. I'm going down with the ship.
As stated, Matt contributed more points to the Cowboys than Dak did. Dak goes 28 for 34, 261 a TD, and honestly looked like he could throw the ball wherever he wanted once Christian Gonzalez left the game. Basically cheating. Our best player leads, and then our second best player gets hurt too. Well, you didn't get into the Judon stuff. Holy cow.
That's tough. Yeah. Luckily, you have Mac Jones to save you.
Sorry, bro. Back to the Cowboys. Bro, we know you've coined the term F game.
Yes.
Was this an A game?
Wow.
Wow.
Well, I didn't expect the F game. Remember, I said that.
Yeah.
No F game because they got San Francisco next week. They'll be on alert. My grading process is scientific.
Well, of
it's
course.
not willy-nilly.
No,
all right, it's not a gag. All right. The Cowboys gave Bill Belichick the worst beating of his career. The Cowboys beat up on a team that had given the Eagles and the Dolphins
All they could handle.
all they wanted, right? The Cowboys forced 3 turnovers and the defense scored twice. That's all good.
A game?
But
Oh, give him the A.
I have this against
Drew,
you, Cowboys.
I have this ready for
it
you.
cannot
I
be
thought you were going to do it.
No,
A game?
It's close.
A game?
Again, scientific.
What
A minus.
Oh,
Brew, I've got this for you too.
minus. There you go. This is it. This is it.
By the way, I
minus,
had one of these in
Cowboys.
case we needed them. I ain't got them all. I've got them all ready for you, Brew. A minus.
A minus.
Okay.
And that means I expect even more. You guys know the one issue. Thank you for that too. That's
No
a good,
problem. I got
good
your back.
save. All right. The red zone is an issue. They are 30th now. They were 1 for 4 in the red zone yesterday. They are 30th, Nick, in the league in the red zone.
Can I say one thing about the 1 for 4 yesterday?
Yeah.
The NFL stats, Dak threw a touchdown from the 20.
Yeah.
And they didn't count that as a red zone
because
touchdown.
it's not the red zone.
So
It has
it's
to be
the 19th?
inside.
Okay, evidently.
Even that.
So,
they're 36% in the
No,
red
I
zone.
understand.
That
So
might
up it
move
a
them up
tiny
to
bit.
40.
Sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead.
But they're struggling in the red zone. And that is what I'm concerned about. That's the only reason this minus is here.
Okay.
Had they been efficient in the red zone with touchdowns, they would have got more. They would have got a straight A or maybe A plus.
May I just make the case that we maybe once again we judge the Cowboys a little differently than other teams? We are here in a moment going to talk about the team, I think, seemingly the whole national media right now, this very moment, one of the teams they're most enthralled with, the Buffalo Bills.
Well, they look good.
The Buffalo Bills have had 3 A games and 1 F game. And people are like, fine, no problem. Super Bowl contender, maybe the best in the conference. The Dallas Cowboys have had 3 A games and 1 F game. And their 3 wins,
The 3 wins
have
are
been
crazy.
demolitions.
Right.
They have
Yeah,
won by 40-0, 30-10, and 38-3. And I agree with you, Brew, that if you go through each of the red zone possessions, the first one was bad.
Yeah.
The first one, first
They're at
and
the
goal from the
4-yard
4, and it's still a close game, and they can't punch it in. That one's bad. The next one they failed on, the 4th and 4, I think they probably would have gone for that if the game was closer, but it was already 18-3. And then the other one was just an offensive line breakdown. They had 3rd and 2, and Dak takes a sack. So I don't look at that as bad. It was really, to me, just one real red zone failure. But what I do think we have to give the Cowboys credit for is after a disastrous game where they didn't take their opponent seriously, they came out yesterday and kicked the teeth in of a desperate team.
Let me ask you this, though, about the red zone.
Go.
Because you know the concerns when they get into the playoffs, Mike McCarthy at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Do you think they miss Kellen Moore in the red zone? Last year they were
actually think
number
they missed
1
Dalton Schultz.
in
I
the
think
red
they
zone.
missed
I
a
think they
big
missed
target.